Hi there, it's Jan here. In today's session I'm going to show you one little tip that will massively help your forehand. So this week on the court in Zurich I had lots of adults. It's been an amazing, beautiful week, and we did a lot of coaching. And there was one thing in particular that I worked on a lot, especially with adults, kind of better beginners to kind of medium level. This also applies to the medium level players. So if you're one of those players, make sure to check it out. So basically we were working on the forehand, and what was happening a lot is that my players, they were trying to hit the nice contact, and by the time they get to the contact point, the racket was just like kind of this open. And this happens a lot. So they're trying to hit the ball. They even actually sometimes have a good contact point, but the racket is just open. And usually it's a lot to do with two things. So one thing would be the grip, and the other thing will be the use of the wrist. So I'm going to show you in today's session both things, how you can start fixing this. Let's get into the first one right now. So first of all, you don't want to hit it like this with racket open, because obviously when you have an open face of your racket, you're not gonna be able to put topspin on the ball. Therefore, because of that, you're not able to control it. Because if you're not spinning the ball, guess what? The ball's just going flying out. And this happens a lot, a lot. The players just hitting like this, kind of flat, really flat basically. They think they go under and over, but they're having racket open. It's like, I call it pancake sometimes. And they just kind of under hit, like scoop it like this, bam! And it just goes those 2 meters out, or sometimes even in the fence, you know? And then what I always do, so basically I will check their grip, and many times, I hope you can see it, many times they holding the racket kind of like this, or let's say to the Federer forehand grip position, which would be okay, if they use the wrist correctly, but sometimes they don't use the wrist correctly. So the number one thing how to fix is, I always tell them, hand on the strings, slide it down. Now you are basically on this edge of the grip, with the bottom of your palm, I hope you can see. And then I'll tell them, and then move it to the second line. So you from here, from the first line, there is one line, two lines. On this bubble, on the second line, you move it. So 1, 2. And then when we move it to the second line, then already this angle is changing. So you can see from the angle here. So now it's much more closed. It's still not ideal. It still could be a little bit more, but I'm gonna get into it in a moment. But they kind of, at least, for first few shots, they start hitting better, and suddenly the ball doesn't go so much up. Suddenly the ball goes a bit more straight. Let's say half meter above the net, basically. And then I always tell them, after a while, they hit, let's say 20 or 50 shots or whatever, full basket, with this new grip to get used to it, because you also have to get into it. Now, and then once they do well, I tell them, now it's time to use the wrist correctly, because lots of players, they just hold the racket like this and they think they have to hit like this, where in reality, you gotta bend your wrist a bit on the preparation here. So then you have this grip. Let's say this would be closer to Djokovic grip, I would say. Not Nadal. Nadal is even more. So we kind of somewhere between Federer and Djokovic, maybe, or maybe Djokovic one. I hold it like this also personally. Hop, hop, and I'm kind of there on the second line always. With the bottom of my palm here, second line. And then I tell them, now you take face of the racket and you point it to the side fence here. So this thing, that's what we teach also the kids, torching to the ball. It does work, but it has to be done properly. So they bend the wrist and they only have to hit now with this position, and then only release or let it go with the contact. So until the contact, if you're one of those players who struggle with this, until the contact, you're not able to do this at all. This actually, forget about it. If you're beginner or medium, forget about this. Or this. At this point, forget about this. This is more advanced movement. This one, not good at all actually. I would not recommend to anybody. So just hold it here and just try to hit. And then you want to get a shot from this angle, that contact point. And now you can see perfectly, I'm in control with my hand, handshake position. Wrist is slightly still bent, still there, locked in that position. And I'm getting the good contact and good angle. So in reality, I'm here, hop, and I'm hitting already topspin, as long as I'm dropping under. I hit hop, hop. See that? Beautiful. Again, I hope you can see it. Hop, hop. So from this, not wrist, no wrist basically, and a wrong grip, it still goes up. You see? Just the only tendency is that the ball goes up. It cannot go anywhere else. So now you go hop, hop, same. even the sound of the strings changes. This actually starts giving you topspin, which is control. Yeah. So these two tips, when you start applying it, of course it takes some time, you have to really work on it, but again, you have the grip, slightly bent wrist position, into the ball. Zumball, they say in German. Zumball, into the ball. Throwing the racket nicely, yeah, swinging it nicely into the ball. First with control. Once you have control, then you can go faster and faster, and sky's the limit. So that's it for today. I'm super busy on course, so I'm gonna be doing these little sessions. You know, I hope these little tips will help you. And if you want to learn more, make sure to check out my free Forehand Masterclass. There is a link somewhere below here in the description of this video or in the comments. Check it out. And lastly, I would love to invite you into my tennis training week in Costa Brava. So there is also a link down there. It's happening in 1 month time basically, and we are gonna be doing also much more regular weeks. There is gonna be tennis week in Algarve scheduled for the winter, when it's gonna be super cold in Europe here. But down there in South Europe, it's gonna be super nice. We're gonna be enjoying there. We're gonna have a great accommodation with an amazing course, you know, by the sea, and it's just gonna be fantastic. Same for Costa Brava. Costa Brava is happening very soon, so make sure not to miss it. And I look forward to see you there. And lastly, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button. If you like this video, make sure to like it. Feel free to comment below. Let me know if also you struggle with forehands, or if these two little tips can help your forehand. I hope so. Because forehand is not so difficult, you just have to really follow the right fundamentals, and then those little tips and just adjusting with the hand. But the more important than these things that I showed you today is how you use the whole body overall. So if you want to learn more, make sure to check out again the free Forehand Masterclass. There is a link below. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.